you believe in the power of energy, consider this. There are millions of neurons connecting throughout each of our brains. These neurons are transmitting the thoughts, feelings you are experiencing right now. It allows us to have a unique experience, the experience of the complexity of humankind. Energy leads us to our main source and purpose in life. It forces us to question of origins, and therefore we are spiritual beings. Our brains have the power to create your experience here on earth. Depending on what vibration a person transmits, that person can experience life from that perspective. The higher the vibration, the lighter and closer to our main source and place of peace. The lower, the heavy density leaves us feeling more conflicting within ourselves. Energy powers Mother Earth, and we choose to be here and learn many lessons. Lessons that our ancestors learned, the ways to keep us healthy and balanced. They are still keepers of our ancestors' ways for protecting Mother Nature and using the powers of energy to help us be at the higher vibration. Believe it or not, you are part of the energy of your ancestors. Do you grow up having some curandero blood? Seeking your intuition, and you know. Each of us carry those secrets on how to live a more balanced life because each of us carry the DNA, blood, and energy of our ancestors. Believing in energy is understanding who you are. Therefore, the importance of protecting Mother Nature and our ancestors' traditions. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed and recycled. So now what is energy? We all are energy and carry our ancestors' DNA. And you are here because you are curious and your intuition, or maybe your ancestors, guided you here today. So you remember who you are. We all came as a collective to experience this next hour and create a vibration together. My name is Alma Garibay. I'm a trauma therapist and I focus on healing complex trauma using holistic approaches. I first learned about what trauma really meant when I was in my second year of grad school. Growing up Latina Mexican, I learned to put things under the rug. Like, it's all in your head. And comments like, mija, tú puedes. Y pues así nos tocó vivir. Y pues hay que darle y echarle ganas para adelante. Esas cosas pasan, mija. To laugh and make jokes about our trauma. About the things that are normalized as okay when they're not.
It was the end of my marriage, the end of my relationship that got me into therapy. It was everything prior to that, my childhood, my adolescence, my young adulthood, and that relationship that really hit a lot of nerves and forced me to change. Because otherwise staying the same was just going to be torture for me. So I started my healing journey when I separated and got a divorce, and it's been the most amazing thing.
Trauma doesn't have to be only sex abuse, physical abuse. The most damaging is neglect. As Latino community, we are proud of our parents for being brave in leaving our countries of origin for a better life and have the American dream. But they carry a lot of trauma too. They did their best, but how many of us grew up not having emotional needs met from our parents?
One of the biggest things that made such a difference in my healing was being helped by women of color. I had seen several therapists prior to Alma, which does the EMDR. The previous therapists didn't quite understand or knew how to approach the things that I was talking about. One therapist immediately tried to get me on antidepressants, which wasn't what I was trying to do. And with Alma, we've been able to really get into my core wounds, working with EMDR and tapping, and it's been huge in how I manage my stress and I cope with triggers and just sad memories that come up.
How many are out there that had to take the role of the mom or dad because either they had to work on the fields and have to care for their younger siblings? Not having a childhood is part of trauma. Comments like, when I was 6 years old, I was already cooking, cleaning, and working to help the family. I know we're proud, but guess what? We were surviving. We learned those traits later became hard to continue. Because of that, we got stressed, anxious, as we became overachievers, people pleasers, and the most ridiculous of all, we do not know how to relax.
It is scary and it is vulnerable. But fighting for yourself, fighting for your childlike self, fighting for the future generations is such a huge investment for this world, and it has been for me, and that it's worth it. It's worth it to grow as a person, to kind of break down the things that you thought you wanted for yourself and to rebuild and create a life that really suits you. And that's currently what I'm doing. I have broken everything down in my life to rebuild it, and I've fought like hell to get there.
The medicine to healing is there. It's available in each of us. A common limiting belief I find in most clients I see is they do not feel or truly believe they are good enough. To heal and find alternative modalities because our system is to keep us as slaves of meds and independence. So to get out of that system, you have to pay the price of time and money. It's easy to spend hundreds on your nails, buying shoes, clothes, travel. If you do not spend in healing, you're only kidding yourself. Self-care is beyond doing your nails, buying coffee. Self-care is listening to your body and giving it what it wants, like rest, like time alone, like being able to cry, like I just want to relax. You have to understand this is a life journey. Just like always, going to the gym or staying physical healthy, your healing journey, you will learn what and who you truly are.